Rangers goalkeeper Jack Butland hasn't been making many spectacular saves this season. However, he believes Rangers can still make the biggest save of them all and save the league title. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. Big Stevie Cool, he gave up the title in July, but Jack Butland still believes that Rangers are in this and that they can still be champions for the 56th time come the end of the season.
Well, I've been referred to as Big Stevie Liar. Tell me when I'm telling lies, alright? So am I lying for saying that in July? Is Jack Butland telling the truth? I'd love to know what's going on here. Anyway, right, I think there's two ways you can take this, right? Oh, respect to Jack Butland, the staunch points, man. Oh, he says we've still got a chance.
You mixed that up very quickly. You're taking it personal. You're like, right, anyway.
I'm taking it personal. It's all banter here. But see, at the end of the day, right, there's two ways. You can take it as Jack Butland. Oh, aye. Rangers, man, he gets it. You know, he's not giving up. Or you can look at it and be like, he's straight up lying. We all know we can't win the league. We're snookered. The black's behind the white. Stop lying like Clement and co. What way do you take it for the outside? Do you like that, the fact that he's not giving up? Or do you think he should turn around and say, you know what? That we're absolutely awful. We'll be lucky if we beat Aberdeen if we don't turn it around quickly.
Well, I thought it was very refreshing that time Sterling came out and basically says we're all rubbish.
Yep.
And he contradicted what Clement was saying. So, but that seemed to lose Sterling his place in the team.
Well, this leaves Jack Butland his place
and I don't think Sterling's been the same ever since those comments.
No.
To be honest.
No.
So, we'll see. But yeah, I mean, I don't expect Jack Butland to come out and go, the league's over, it's done. But, like, I mean, for me, I wouldn't be, like, pro-league. I wouldn't be positive about it. I'd maybe try and be a bit more neutral and go, like, as long as it's mathematically possible, we're going to try. But do I think Rangers are still in a title fight? No, I do not. Possibly, they're still in the fight for second place. They actually closed the gap to Aberdeen at the weekend, so, I mean...
What a weekend it was.
I was a positive there.
It's only going to get bigger. We all know it.
Well, Jack Butland doesn't know it as he is not ready to give up. Now, most Rangers fans have conceded that their side has no chance to win the Premiership, but that is not how Jack Butland feels, because he insists that, quote, people might not think that, but you won't catch us thinking that. The reality is, we know what it looks like. We know we need to perform better if we want to be in a title race. By no means are we out of it, but we've given ourselves way too much to do at this point. End of quote. So Butland still believes that Rangers can do it, but he is admitting that they've given themselves way too much to do at this point. And by claiming way too much to do, it almost sounds like Jack Butland doesn't really believe what he's saying.
We are in November, folks, right? And to put it in layman's, it's out of Rangers' hands.
Yeah, I mean, at best, all Rangers can do is take 9 points off Celtic, and they're still relying on Celtic to slip up.
And that's if Rangers win every other game.
We all know Rangers aren't winning every other game, and B, we all know Rangers aren't beating Celtic 3 times.
No, I won't even beat them once.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I think Rangers would be second favourites to win the title if they swap position with Celtic right now.
Yeah.
See, if Rangers were sitting 3 points ahead of Aberdeen and 11 ahead of Celtic, I would still fancy Celtic to catch them.
I totally agree.
Because the way I'd look at it, there's 3 old firms and...
That's 9.
Maybe Rangers get a draw in there. Maybe. But even then, you're still taking 6. And I would just expect Celtic to take 5 points.
Rangers have finished 25 points or more behind Celtic if they keep Clement.
Well, I mean, they're already 11. Let's just say they did lose the 3 remaining Old Firm games. That's 20 points already.
Yep.
And you expect Rangers to drop more points against the other teams in the league than you do Celtic. So, I mean, the reality is we could be looking at a 20-plus point, and that's not even exaggerating. Like, it really could, things could be that bad. Anyway, despite pressure on Rangers manager Philippe Clement intensifying, Butland is calling for the fans to be calm, and he wants everyone basically to get on board and stick together. He was calling for a united front. Butland said, quote, "It's part and parcel of it. It's on all of us. If you're not winning at Rangers, it's on all of us. Ultimately, the manager faces that, and he has to face that more than any of us, but it's on all of us. We're not going to be pointing fingers. We've got to stick together. I completely understand the fans' frustration, rightly so, that turn up and support us everywhere we go." End of quote. So, like, he's not blaming Clement. I don't really expect him to come out and blame Clement. I mean, he is right. It's all their faults, but this is no surprise. This is no shock. We all know how football works. One guy pays the price.
Yep.
And it's the manager.
But see, football's pathetic because, yeah, I said Butland's lying to us, but you know what? Butland can't come out and say we're shite and that a lot of it's on the manager, because then the manager doesn't play him. And that goes for every player. But then the manager comes out and lies to us as well. But then if he comes out and speaks his mind, then, you know, the board, he's scared of the board in a sense. And then the board are scared of other fellow board members. And then as a collective, all three of them are kind of scared of the fans. I like transparency, man.
There must be some players at Rangers that think, yeah, you know what, we need a new manager, we'd be better with it. Come on, we need something, we need to change our tactics, our style of play.
They're not going to come out and say that.
No, they're not. But I mean,
after he's gone,
there must be some players thinking that.
Aye,
there has to be.
You can see now why like Cantwell got out, and maybe some of his cryptic messages make a bit more sense.
Yeah, then when asked about the demands of the club and does he think everyone in the dressing room is on board, he said, quote, "I hope so. It's something that we try and reinforce all the time. In the building and in the training ground are reminders of the success. It's not like any other club. It's a special place and it demands it all the time. Day in, day out from all of us. That's what it needs to be. I think for most, it's been there the whole time. Others, if they haven't learned it, they need to learn it quick. That's on guys like me and everybody to step up. That's what the shirt deserves." End of quote. So Butland, kind of scary there that Butland said, if others haven't learned it, then they need to learn it quick. So Butland thinks you've got players out there on the field playing and not know what it means to play for this club.
Well, obviously, that is the case.
I know it's not a good look, is it?
No, it's not a good look. But you know, there's nothing a good look about it. On the pitch for shite, off the pitch for shite. There's nothing good looking about it. It's ugly.
And then even Dessers, saying you think of some of the throwaway comments he's had, he's come out and said,
I wouldn't be here if I scored more goals.
What kind of attitude's that?
Yeah. Even though, right, everyone alludes to that, like, oh, you know, if Dessers put away all his chances, he wouldn't be here. He can't say that, though.
Aye, pundits can say that, like, but Dessers shouldn't be saying that.
Like, at the same time, like, if they're too afraid to speak out against the manager, right, and, you know, to say that they've been shit, but then on the flip side, they'll turn around and say that the club's shit and that, here, if I scored more goals, I wouldn't be here. You can't have it both ways.
Here, I think if Kyogo was a better finisher, he'd be a top club.
Yeah.
But he's not going to come out and say that, is he?
No, he's not.
So, aye.
Why is this any different?
Just strange all around. But Butland believes that Rangers are still in this title fight. I don't. I think the title fight ended after the first Old Firm game. Yeah. I'd seen enough. Realistically, I know you were saying it was done in pre-season, but I mean, I think you always got to give them the benefit of the doubt. You got to see how the first few games pan out. The draw on the opening day, I think, was worrying. And then after the Old Firm game, I mean, I think that was it.
Yo, obviously,
I'd seen enough.
You're right. You need to see the beginning of the season, right, to like completely confirm. But I'm not lying. I knew in June and July there was no chance.
Yeah, but let's say you were being a half glass full kind of guy, and you were willing to give them the benefit of the doubt. At what point in the league did you go, right, well, that's it? Any chances?
Right. It was probably the Old Firm game because I went ballistic in that match with you. I spat the dummy. It was Meltdown. It was Chernobyl. Reactor 5.
Yeah, Reactor 5. Anyway, guys, what do you reckon of Jack Butland's reaction here? Let us know down below in the comments, and we'll catch you in the next one. Beanfog Football. Thanks for watching, and I think Rangers' title hopes are truly dead, but we'll wait and see, who knows, maybe they can turn it around, but I don't see it happening with Philippe Clement, and I definitely don't see this 11-point gap getting turned. Until next time, peace.